Hi, I'm back. Some of you may know that I was on hiatus for a little while until I got myself some lights, and I have. I'm still getting used to them. I've tried to set up a bit of a backdrop. I did try and film the other day, and I realised that with all these lights you have a lot more variables to deal with, things like focusing and all of that sort of stuff. So if the lighting is still a little bit iffy, which I feel like it is, I'm sort of trying stuff out with it and trying to figure out how to work it well, basically. So this is my current setup. I'm not convinced that it's that great. I don't have a single stitch of makeup on, but fuck it. Whatever. So this is just going to be a quick favourites video. I'm not feeling too great, so I don't want to put any makeup on, but I thought I would talk you guys through some of my favourite things that I've picked up since I stopped filming last time. So first up, it is a book. Well, it's an ebook. This is Shirley Jackson's "We Have Always Lived in the Castle." This is amazing. I first discovered Shirley Jackson through, actually there's a website called, I believe it's called Nacht Cabaret, or Cabaret, Nacht Cabaret, which is a fan site from Marilyn Manson, which really goes a long way to deconstruct the sort of signs and signifiers of a lot of his work. And one of his music videos was based on Shirley Jackson's short story, The Lottery, and I read that and I thought it was great. That was years ago. But I since decided to actually give the rest of her books a try, and I was not disappointed at all. It's about a family, an odd family, in sort of rural, I'm guessing, Northern America. I can't actually remember if it said where. I also read The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson as well, which is a seminal piece of haunted house literature, if you're into that sort of thing. Next up, we have this. So this is Garnier Skin Active Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Water. Because I've got quite dry skin, I found that micellar waters can be a little bit drying, and also when I do wear makeup, I really wear makeup, so I wanted an oil cleanser to take off my hefty makeup, and when I was running around Superdrug like a blue ass fly, this was the only oil cleanser I could find. So it's one of the ones you sort of shake it up and it emulsifies the oil and the water, and then it will settle out over time. And yeah, it works just as the same as a regular micellar water, sort of as a makeup remover that you don't have to wash off. And it's great. And it's actually, I can't remember what price it was, but it was, I feel like it was under £4 for this fairly sizable bottle. Next up we have a little trinket I picked up from when I went on a trip to Budapest with my husband in November. So yes, whites with a very bright white light is still tricky. This is a Christmas ornament, and it is a little Puli Dog, and here we can see his little face. Look at that little face! Isn't that delightful? Puli dogs are native to Hungary. If you've ever seen the cover of Beck's album Odelay, I think. Now I've probably gotten it wrong. That is a Puli. They're basically dreadlocked dogs, and they're gorgeous. And this is just the sweetest little trinket, and it's been on our tree this year. Now on to a tool. This is the Revlon branded tweezer for applying eyelashes. I got this in a set of lashes, glue, and these from Poundland. In fact, I got 2, so I have 2 of these. Not only do Revlon do great lashes, this is a fantastic little tool. It means that you can get right close to the root and really squeeze the glue together, your lashes together, and yeah, so those are fantastic. Is Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. My husband had bought me this as a gift for, basically he's been working really hard and he's barely been at home, and he bought me this as a gift to say thank you for putting up with it. And this is so gorgeous. I have to sniff it again. Oh, I've really moved on. I feel like I'm not as precious about my perfumes. I used to love perfume oils and stuff like that, but also I've found that I've actually been breaking out on my chest from putting perfume oils on, or at least I think that's what it is. Could be hormones, who knows. But that perfume is absolutely gorgeous. I can't recall what the actual notes are, but there's like patchouli and vanilla, opium obviously, and yeah, it's just absolutely divine. Very expensive. On the other end of that scale, we have what's going to be my summer fragrance, which is a Marks & Spencer's body mist. So not fantastic, prestige level perfume, called Tahiti, and it's a Monoi fragrance, which is it's a flower from Tahiti, and it's also got some coconut and some ylang ylang in there. And as you can see, I got it half price, and oh, it's just so gorgeous. You may or may not remember, did I bring it through? I don't think I brought it through. I got an After Sun from a French company in one of the subscription boxes earlier this year, which has a almost identical fragrance as this, and I absolutely adore it. It reminds me of a lotion or something that my gran had from Yves Rocher in, must have been the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. And so this, I'm very, very happy. So this, I'm very, very happy. Next up, we'll have another book. This is the penultimate item. So this is that's the thing with these ring lights and shiny things, a folk horror revival field studies book. This is a very nerdy thing. I'm a member of a fast-growing and huge now group on Facebook called the Folk Horror Revival, and we talk about folk horror. What I will do, hopefully this won't get me in trouble for copyright. But here we go. This basically explains it. The Folk Horror Revival was created by Andy Pekarek. I'm so sorry, Andy, if I don't actually know how to pronounce your name. I probably should have looked that up before I started filming. In autumn 2014, as both a means to celebrate existing films... Sorry? As a means to celebrate existing films, music, art, literature and theatre in the fields of folk horror, psychogeography, hauntology, folklore, cultural rituals and costume, earth mysteries, visionary landscapism, archaic history, hauntings, southern gothic, backwoods, murder ballads, carnivalalia, dark psychedelia, weird Forteana, and other strange edges, but also as a catalyst, resource and platform for contemporary creators to promote and calibrate upon new projects relating to these subjects. So yeah, basically all of that sort of big long spiel of things basically sort of covers folk horror. Things like The Children of the Stones, Witchfinder General, Wicker Man is a key seminal piece of folk horror, Blood on Satan's Claw, various things. Those are particularly British things. There's also folk horror to be found everywhere, from Doctor Who to Midsummer Murders and everything in between. And this is a collection of essays from various, as you can see, various contributors, including Andy himself, who put this together, an interview with Philip Pullman, there's Jim Peters, Chris Bond, the interview with Andrew McGuigan, the creator of Cumbrian Cthulhu. There's also an interview with Kim Newman. There's things about folklore and the river, unearthing forgotten horrors, Czech folk horror, Kill List, the occult paganism sacrifice in cinema as an analogy for political upheaval in the 1970s and the 2010s, which is an amazing essay, because I absolutely love Ben Wheatley as well. Nordic Twilight, Scandinavian horror, all of these things and also the money. 100% of the sales profits of this book go to charitable funds, particularly environmental, wildlife and community projects undertaken by wildlife trusts, and they bring out new books a lot. There's a lot of new books around the same sort of, not just folk horror, but definitely horror and its surroundings. So these guys are really good. If you are into your horror, your pastoral horror, rural 70s eeriness, then check them out. They're really, really amazing. And lastly, I have a palette. Now, it's not what's in the palette, although what's in the palette is nice, but this is the Pro Artist Professional London magnetic palette. So this is Professional London, I believe is the name, and it's by the Tam Beauty, who are the creators of cat hair in my light, the creators of Makeup Revolution, I Heart Makeup, someone else, I can't remember. And they also now have a pro line. So this is a single-sided magnetic palette. It's nice, it's decent sized. It is only one-sided, but you do get a mirror. Trying to find the best way to kind of show you a mirror, although you know what a mirror looks like. There we go. Ah, there's my front window. Oh, there we go. There we go. You can kind of see that. It's the same size. It's heavy duty. It's nice and weighty. I have in here contents of the couple of Urban Decay palettes that I have been gifted in the past. Because Urban Decay palettes, those are paper ones they used to make, the cardboard ones, are a bit unwieldy, so I thought I would put them all together in one place. I had tried to make a magnetic palette, but that was falling apart, and the best part about this is that it was only, I believe, £5.99, under a tenner at least, but yeah. So this has been fantastic. It's been one of the best buys I've had. Still got some space to fill in there. I did try and do some depotting of my single shadows, but failed miserably. So I need to do a bit of a better job and try not to destroy a bunch of eyeshadows by accident. Thank you so much for watching. If any of you do have any tips on using LED ring lights, please do let me know. I think it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, so I might have shitty videos for a little while. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming back to me. If you are a repeat subscriber, if you've been subscribed to me and this has come up, thank you so much for sticking with me. If you're coming to me new again, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully, with this new light and this new year, I'll be able to make more videos, more professional videos for you guys. If you have any requests for videos, please do go ahead and comment down below, although bear in mind this won't really be many, I won't be reviewing generally. I don't have the money to buy products simply to review. So this will mostly be looking at makeup, playing with makeup, giving you ideas, and chatting and talking about other things as well. So again, thank you very much and have a great new year. Bye bye.